My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
What is going on, Laker fans? Little Lakers Talk Daily on this Friday. And let's just say I'm getting already a little bit nervous here. There's a lot going on today. Lakers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves a little bit later today. I want to talk about that game, talk about the implications of that game. I'm going to say that it's the most important game of the year. Don't you dare roll your eyes at me, Laker fans. Don't you dare. It really is. It's the most important game of the year. I know I've probably said it 38 times already this year. But it's another big one. Quick shout out here to Harrah Resort SoCal. Find your funner state of mind with a visit to Harrah Resort SoCal. Voted best resort in funner California. From dining to unwinding, you'll find fun around every corner. Learn more at harrahsocal.com. 2 hours away from downtown LA. Okay, so got a big one tonight. Big one against the Minnesota Timberwolves. When I say biggest game of the year, they had some other ones. There was one against the Pelicans, Lakers delivered. There was one against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Lakers delivered. There was one against the Dallas Mavericks, they failed. And then this one tonight is obviously another Western Conference opponent. All right, why is this the biggest game of the year? I'll tell you why. Lakers 38-38 on the season. They have not been above 500 all year and have a chance tonight to go over 500. But they got a really, really difficult obstacle in front of them in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves are playing good basketball. They lost their last one to the Phoenix Suns. I did not know this, and I just kind of was doing a little bit of research on it. I didn't know Naz Reid fractured his left wrist, so he's going to be out for a while. Laker fans know Naz Reid. He's a good player. He's a really, really nice backup big man for them that comes off the bench. So Naz Reid's not going to be there. He probably won't be there for a while. So that's one update right there from a player perspective. But Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, a lot of their role players, all of them will be there tonight. And the Timberwolves have a half-game lead on the Lakers. They're sitting at number 6. So Lakers 38-38, Pelicans 38-38, Minnesota 39-38. So 7-8-9 is really bunched up. Lakers have, I want to say, a half game lead on the Thunder as well, 38-39. Now, the good news is, with the Pelicans and the Thunder, Lakers have the tiebreaker. With the Minnesota Timberwolves, they won't have the tiebreaker. That's why today becomes such a key game, because I actually think tonight, let me play out a scenario for you. If the Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, I think there's a very good chance that the Lakers will end up with that number 7 seed. Now, they still got to take care of business the rest of the way, only 6 games left. But I think getting that 7th seed becomes very realistic. And I also think that it really puts it puts number 6 still in play, which is where the Golden State Warriors are sitting, because Lakers have the tiebreaker on the Golden State Warriors. So if you win tonight, I think you got a good shot at 6 or 7, which, to be honest with you, that's all you can really ask for. I mean, of course, if you avoided the play-in tournament altogether, that's the best scenario out there. But if you didn't, and you had to grab that number 7 seed, and you get 2 chances at Crypto.com to go, play Memphis or Denver, which is the 2 teams it looks like it's going to be one of those 2 teams, then you take your chances with that. If they lost to the Timberwolves tonight, okay, now it's a completely different conversation. That means now you have 39 losses. Now the Thunder are back in play. The Pelicans are back in play. Even Dallas, who's got 40 losses and are on one of these, have the tiebreaker on the Lakers. You kind of got a small margin for error there moving forward. So now you're probably looking back at that. All right, are they going to be 8 through 10? Are they going to be 9, 10? Whatever the case is, it's a monumental difference between winning and losing tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let me play another scenario for you. Minnesota's trying to get out of the play-in tournament. You know their fans are going to be hyped up for this one tonight in Minnesota. And the Lakers are coming off a win, and the Timberwolves are coming off a loss. So I think anytime a team is coming off a loss, there's a little bit more desperation. And I think for the Lakers coming off a win, we've seen this too much, where for some reason, instead of putting their foot on the gas, they kind of come out of games with the car in neutral. So you definitely don't want to see that from the Lakers tonight. And that might be the difference of the game. We saw starting lineup for the first time in the last one against Chicago that had D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. It looked pretty damn good. The question is going to be, now that you got a little bit of film on that starting lineup, now that there's no surprises with the starting lineup, is Braun going to play? Is D'Angelo going to play? Everybody's going to be there. We'll see how Minnesota adjusts to it. The other thing I would pay attention to is the Lakers bench. Lakers bench was not good. Not good in that last game against Chicago. But they didn't really have to be because the starters did so much. You're going to need a little bit more balance on that. So that's something to keep in mind for this upcoming game. Lake fans, it's a big one. This is a big one. I'm looking forward to watching the game, listening to the game. I'm sure you guys are as well. Pre-game show is going to start at 3:30. Tip-off's at 5 o'clock, so be there with us. And if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. It takes 2 seconds. Just click that subscribe button right there on ESPN LA. We greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. And let's see if the Lakers can grab one tonight. Thanks, Laker fans.